Hey folks, welcome to the video working with shared components. And we're just going to run over the footer here real quick. Let's open up our site, go to the library folder, open up the shared folder, and open up the footer. Now there's a couple of things in the footer here that we can talk about directly, but everything in general is just regular text. It's either a bullet list or hyperlinked text, or it's an icon that is hyperlinked to a social network of some sort. So all these things here, there's nothing special in the footer that you wouldn't do in your regular web page. The look of the footer may change from template to template, but whatever we put in here, it's either going to be like a bullet list, just a regular bullet list with the text that's hyperlinked. Like I said, we've got some social networking icons, just little icons we've dropped in the page, and then we've hyperlinked to either Facebook or Twitter. And then of course we've got the email address down here and a link to the contact page. So let me just quickly run through how I would go about updating this page. For the quick links, typically I start by selecting the heading, right? It could be any heading and wherever you want to start, but I'm going to start here. I'm going to click the H3 tag and type in new heading. Right. Then I go through my links here and I determine which ones I want to keep, which ones I want to get rid of, and which ones I want to rename or add to. Right. To rename a link, I just right click on it, select the hyperlink properties, and I would type in Frazoo, if I was building the Frazoo site here, home. I leave it linked to the index page. It makes sense. Click OK and I'm done. About our team, I could hyperlink that or right click on that. And if I wanted to change the link to the page, I just simply select it, then change the text to display to new name, if that's how I wanted to change the button link here. To add one, I just hit the enter button, new button, select, right click, hyperlink, and find a page to link to, and I click OK. And that's really all there is with working with that particular bit. You'll see that it's not styled to look like the theme or the template. It's just basic text. It's like working in a Word document, and we did that for a reason. It's a lot easier to edit the text when it's in a visual like this than it is to try and edit when it's actually in the design mode of the page. Right? So it is a matter of previewing your index page first. Right? For example, or any page that uses the footer, preview that in your browser, right? So you can get the page into view. You can take a look at and have a good idea of how things are lined up, and then you can start making your changes in your editor. And I probably should have mentioned that first off there, right? Now, usually that's the way I operate, is I open up a page first before I start editing any of the library pages. All right, let's get social. Same thing. You notice that when I change a heading, I click it, I use the quick tag selector. That way it doesn't lose focus. If for some reason I sneeze or fat finger my typing, I don't lose the H3 tag. I get to retain it, right? This is just regular paragraph text, and then you've got your pictures right here. If you want to swap it for another one, just double click it, click the browse button, go find a new icon, and it's located in the site. And we've got the icons and images folder, and look at that. All those images in there. You want to swap your icon, just go and find a new one. Right? And you just have to determine which size you want to go with. So let's go with that one right there, and open, and OK, and boom, icon is now changed. Right? To add a new icon, I'll show you a little cheating method right here. Let me just get a little bit of room to grow here. Is grab the whole A tag, right? So we've got, let's just go back to design view. Let's select the tag. You go to code view, and then the image is selected. Just grab the entire A tag. Use the quick tag selector. Copy it. Control C on the keyboard. Move your cursor down below. Control V. All right, you may want to use the tab key to move things in a little bit. And now you've got an additional icon there that you can just double click on. Click the browse button. Go find a new icon. Hit OK and open, and boom, you got a new icon. Now all you have to do is change the link to whatever your social networking page is. Change the link in the hyperlink location. All right. Finally, the email address down here is probably the only other thing you really need to, the special tool here. And if you right click on it, select hyperlink properties. You won't see it in the video, it's just sort of off the screen a little bit. But select your hyperlink properties, and you'll see that your mail to, just leave the mail to in the semicolon and then add your email address after that. Also change the text to display up there as well.